notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. Swinging blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop. What's going on? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's VI.
And it's really.
It's VI.
And it's Factorz TV, man.
Happy New Year. It's episode 37.
The first episode of 2023, man. How you guys feeling, man? We glad you guys still rocking with us.
2023, man. Shout out to Converge. Shout out to the team. Everybody pushing through, still doing what they got to do. Shout out to O. You know, Phil Jackson. Is that what we say, Phil Jackson?
Yeah, Phil Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? Just drawing up plays. Me and bro came in here, man, and we just really just want to be thankful for just the journey. Because we've been with Converge and been doing this a while, and it's been something that's been, you know, not only just opportunity giving and door opening, but just, you know, skill sharpening and also just working on your craft and, you know, where you're headed in life. So very thankful for the opportunity. Very thankful for everything that we've been doing, man. It's been a blast, man. I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Nah, it's very gratifying, you know, being with the team and having, you know, somebody feed into you and breathe into you. New Year's, any resolutions, or are you just a guy who's been trying to, you know, mold himself to be better every day, day by day?
Yeah, I think it's just a daily thing with me. I'm not really resolution stuff went out the window with me a long time ago. I ain't got time for that. It's kind of disheartening when you don't meet stuff. So you don't want to beat yourself up for that year for failing. So I'm good on it. How about you?
I used to be a resolution guy, but I kept hurting my own feelings for sure. So I'm more of a I tell people New Year's same me, but trying to get better. I'm not about to even fake it. Like I canceled my membership. Like
what, fitness, LA Fitness?
Yeah, I canceled it. I take money, I don't go. I have dropped weight though from my eating habits, so that's why I'm focused on more. But you know, I didn't sign up for LA Fitness. I canceled it because I know I'm not about to go like I need to.
Well, you're being honest, man. First step is admitting it. Admitting it's the first step. So that's good for you, man. It's good for you, man. Other than that,
appreciate it.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Trying, you know, make it greater later. You know, life, kids, pups. Everything, man. You know, Christmas. I'm the holidays. Oh, thank God the holidays. This was my last Christmas. I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it no more?
I'm not doing it. Take their kids all year to buy more stuff for one day. You're gonna rewrap everything. It's crazy. Last year, my son was like, "Is this it?"
No, he didn't.
Bro had like an iPhone 12, PS5. I say, yeah, this is no more, no longer.
This it, fam?
That's it.
Oh, that's crazy. And now for me, it was definitely good. Got to enjoy it with my babies, but like you said, it's so much that goes on, and then also trying to plan it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody makes such a spectacle. With me, I'm old and I'm like kind of grumpy, so it's kind of like it's nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it for the babies, but as far as everybody being in the spirit and all that, it's not my cup of tea. So I enjoyed it though. As long as they were happy, I was happy, and I'm glad it's over. But
yeah,
now,
that's the point.
Rolling into birthday season, so I got 2 birthdays back to back. January and February.
Just can't get a break, man.
And then I get the crumbs. I get the crumbs in March, baby, when my birthday comes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's left, I'm going to eat it. You know what I'm talking about?
Daddy, here's a card. Thank you, my dear.
You so should have. You should have, baby, this macaroni necklace, baby.
Nah, man, let's kick it off, man. Monday night, there was a game.
Cincinnati.
A very serious game.
Against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati Bengals against the Bills. And Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, I think it was close to 5 minutes and 38 seconds left, I want to say. Regular play.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing foul about this. There's nothing that's like, you know, they'll say it's malicious or anything. It was literally a play of football, which happens more than what people think. There's people getting injured and went to go, I believe, make a block or break up a play. Yeah, break up a play and end up getting hit. I think the chance they say is 1 out of a billion.
Like 1 out of a billion.
While his heart was beating.
He was. They said it was a combination of things. He was breathing the right way. He was angled the right way. The hit was the right way to make his heart basically stop. That's why he stood up and fell down.
Like he was going to go back to regular play.
It doesn't happen often, but you know, it happens in many sports. In many instances, it's happened, you know, to people in everyday life. But it was very, you know, I think that shook the world.
No, it shakes the world, and that's why I told people. It shakes the world because just like with me and you, one thing that sticks with us, remember who died during wrestling we was watching?
Was it the Nugget, the Golden Nugget?
Hart.
Yeah, Bret
So
Hart. Yeah,
things on the big stage.
yeah,
Is things happen everywhere. We've seen things happen, but when it's on like TV, live TV,
yeah,
like it
and
is
that's why I told
scary to
people.
see that stuff. So it was just like the world stops. Anybody watching it stops. Just like you said, it was like the breath, the air's taking out the, you know,
like everybody's worried because you can usually see injuries. Louisville, we saw Kevin Ware, I believe his name. His legs shattered in half.
God.
Paul Pierce, we saw his legs. So seeing it is different, but when somebody just collapses and you know what's wrong with him, and then
lifeless,
you see players like Stephon Diggs, and other players crying. It's like, okay, something's really going on. Something's really serious. So prayers to him, prayers to his family. That was, that was a shockwave through the world because Monday Night Football, you're on a big stage where everybody's watching you. There's no other football going on. There's usually no other sports going on. And right now, I don't think there's too many big TV events going on as far as shows go. So I think that just rippled through, America and, the world throughout because you got to see it firsthand. You got to see the devastation. You got to see someone really, really fall out. It wasn't someone crawling on the ground, hurt,
And we're gonna tell people to keep praying because he's in ICU. He's still being monitored. They said he's fighting. It's just basically trying to get his heart back on track, which is wild. We got something coming up later. I'm gonna let you kick off because you feel real passionate about it, and I do too. But you hit me since the thing happened. We'll get to it later on. It has to do with this, but we'll get to it later. So, say a prayer for Damar. I'm very thankful for the NFL stopping that game.
That was big.
That was huge, and that was good, because we all know it's about money. It's about ratings.
Yeah.
TV contracts in the line.
But at least it gives you, the feeling that it's bigger than football, that they might actually care. So shout out to the NFL for doing that for sure.
Yeah. So prayers to him and his family. We're going to keep on praying for you and sending light and love. He has a GoFundMe that was supposed to raise like $300,000. It's at $6 million right now. So just continue to pray for his family, man, and just take football serious. People don't realize how serious it is. And how delicate life is. So on the next note, on a lighter note, the almighty Garfield Bulldogs, boys and girls.
No, yeah, we got to check out the game yesterday. Well, the boys and girls are both undefeated, right?
Yeah.
But we got to check out the game yesterday between Garfield and Rainier Beach at was it SPU?
Yep, yes, sir.
And of course Garfield outlasted and outclassed them. But it was a fun thing. We call it the Hood Classic. Beach isn't really where they usually are.
Yeah.
When it comes to talent, but it's always a good game, good atmosphere, alumni. A lot of alumni have children cheerleading and playing basketball, so it's always fun to do and fun to go see things. The cheerleaders got into the action too. That's what rocked me because they really was going at it like it was a show, it's a competition.
Yeah, no, it's an old school Garfield feeling. I told people, I made a post on Facebook. I said, Garfield took me back, man. It's remnants of weed in the air. The little dudes is in the corner shooting dice. The cheerleaders was getting into it. They stole the show. They really went to work. Garfield boys handled their business. Pearl and White, it was a packed house. It was packed in SPU for us. It was Garfield showed up thick, everybody, alumni. And I said it was just missing 2 Brick Rick, RIP Rick, one of the biggest Bulldogs ever. And it was missing the band. And that's it. But it was a good feeling, great energy, man. And we had a lot of people come out and support not just Garfield, but that basketball game because a lot of the sport events in Seattle have been kind of thin when it comes to audience and people coming out and capacity being full. So it was a great time, man. I'm very thankful to be a Bulldog. I don't know who else want to be anything else.
It's all about legacy, man.
Almighty. Legacy. Yeah. The purple and white, man. I'm very thankful for it.
It's all about legacy. I'm about to stop going to the games, so I got too many nephews and nieces, man. I spend like $120 at concessions every time I go. It's done, son.
They be hitting you for money?
No, shout out to my baby Trey, though, because she brought me my change back. I gave it back to her. I was like, oh, look at you. Sweet, little sweet, because these kids, boy.
Taking like, a big gun.
What's up? That was 20.
I gave you the dub, bro.
You know?
You got to spend at least $6-7, fam. What's going on
now, man?
That was kind of funny. But, yeah, definitely a good time, man. So, shout out to Bulldogs, man. Shout out to Seattle Public Schools, because it's been a weird time coming after the pandemic, especially with these teams.
Trying to figure out how to do things and stuff.
Yeah. And, they moved it for safety. So, shout out to everybody involved, man. It was a great time, great night. You really feel like you got your money's worth. Energy was high, no issues. Everybody got home safe. So shout out to town, man.
Yeah, shout out to us. New Year's Eve 2023. What did you do, man? Did you have an event?
Oh, you know how Rare Entertainment does it. If you don't, tap in. You know what I'm saying? We had an event at Mint Lounge. We had a champagne toast, basically when the ball dropped at 12 o'clock. It was a good time. Well, we've been doing events a long time, as you might know. Some of you might know, some might not. 15 plus years. And it's the first time, maybe a couple of times that I've had an event where I didn't know a lot of the people. It was just traffic. It was just being out. It was just the city on fire, and it wasn't a lot to do. So if you had something going on, people were there.
Yeah.
Our event went smooth, went safe. We had fun, met new people. It was really good energy. It really was. I had a great time, and myself, and I had to work too. You had to work. We work every night.
Man,
people don't realize it's work with it.
Not New Year's Eve, all of a sudden we have meetings and staff meetings getting ready, and the day of, bottle girls canceled, door girl canceled, security cancels. So at one point I'm checking IDs, at one point I'm patting down, at one point I'm working the door, but we got it done. It was a great event. We had so many different people come through. And when we say so many different people only really mean 4 or 5 different. I mean, everybody you can think of was there, and it was a great event. Great time. We made it work. Brought in the new year, in a positive way. No problems, no issues. It was a beautiful night. So we're going to take that energy and momentum into the year, as we always do. But I think this was the first New Year's Eve, like you said, where it wasn't like a focused group of people. It was so many different groups and diverse people. It was such a good event. So much love,
Yeah. Shout out everyone who came and supported Rare Entertainment and supported Mint Lounge. As far as bias, man, like FUBU, we do it for us. Certain spaces that allow us to be us. So appreciate you guys kicking off the year with us. It was definitely great vibes, and felt good to know that people, they still rock with you.
They still rock with you. Yeah. And even if they don't know you, the fact that you can put on, a quality event where people come who don't know you, because our Eventbrite, sold a lot too, pre-sales. So the fact that people, don't know you, but willing to trust, what you're doing, especially on a night where it's not just a regular night.
Yeah.
They can be anywhere, but you're here with us. So, it was a great event, great momentum, great time. So, had a good time, man.
No, for sure. But on the next topic we have, waiting for this 6-part docu series to drop on Hulu called the 1619 Project.
I don't know what that is.
And it's not just about slavery. It's about how we really are American history. And it's something I think that's going to be like eye-opening to people.
What's it on?
Hulu.
It's
going to be
eye-opening.
I got Hulu. And this is presented by the New York Times. So I think it's going to be eye-opening to people who are of other colors or who want to ignore certain histories of Black people, not only just being slaves, but establishing a lot when it comes here, having villages wiped out. Just, when it comes to us creating what you wanted, which was segregation, anytime we were successful, something happened.
Yeah.
And it speaks on so many different topics. So I'm really waiting with popcorn and for that to drop, because I love docuseries, and I also love when they speak on history in the light of, you speak about American history, but we really are American history. If you think about it, African Americans are, Black people are, where we claim yourself as, we are American history.
And not only we are American history, but so many things are hidden. I just seen a thing where Tom Hanks, that's who played Forrest Gump, right? Tom Hanks, he spoke. He's this past 2022, he put out a video saying, basically, he never knew what the
Tulsa, the Oklahoma massacre was.
Yeah, the massacre was. Like, he was like, I know about everything. The moon landing. He said, they taught me about everything in school, but when it comes to this subject, I've never, he's 50, 60, however years old. He said, I've never known it until now, So I think that's very important. I can't wait to see. I don't even know what it is, but I love stuff like that, because it doesn't need to be put out, especially with them trying to, extinguish teaching critical race theory or teaching things that happened in the past or trying to cover up things, or not bring light to it. I really appreciate the fact that they're putting it out, and I can't wait to see it, because I'm tired of us having the movies where we're not triumphant. That I even take a chance at the Will Smith movie, even though they're saying it's not that typical slave movie. I'm just so sick of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see us coming out of bondage. I want to see us in gold,
history books
our, our tribes,
situations where we create,
real cultivate stuff, us inventing things, like not us coming out of slavery fight. It's tiring. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I really do want to see that. What's it called?
It is the 1619 Project. It's a 6-part docuseries on Hulu, presented by the New York Times.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna check that out. I love to hear that. I appreciate that.
All right, sir. So Factorz TV, we're gonna take a break real quick. We're gonna get right back with you. Stay tuned.
COVID-19 hurt my income, my health, and my family. We were about to lose our home when we heard we might be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. We called 1-877-894-HOME, and a housing counselor stepped in, talked to our lender, and saved our home. Federal funding details at washingtonhalf.org. That's washingtonhaf.org.
Will you marry me, baby?
Yeah.
Let me put this on you.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Trey Holiday. We're bringing back Black Love When We Met. That's right. We need something to warm all of our hearts and to elevate love once again in our communities. We want y'all to go to whereweconverge.com/Black Love so y'all can nominate your favorite couple for the next rendition of this show with me as the host. Let me sit down and have them on my couch and share how their love can inspire us all. Make sure y'all go and get your nominations in today and be on the lookout for Black Love When We Met coming at you on Converge Media very soon.
Yo, welcome back. It's really hi, I'm VI. Happy New Year. Welcome back to Factorz TV. Well, I haven't seen all of them. I've seen the first episode of The Best Man, the Final Chapter, and I think my brother indulged in it and binged it. So, and he used my login.
Well,
so
I'm
go
pretty
ahead and
sure.
tell me
Well,
about it.
I did use login to watch the first, but I ended up watching the rest on somebody else's stuff because they was watching it. But I talked to Devlin about it too. Shout out to Devlin Dynish. You know what I'm saying?
Writer, producer,
the most well-traveled writer, producer, director. You know, he's lived abroad. He's a teacher. You know, Central District's home. But I spoke to him about it because I trust his word when it comes to film and stuff like that. And before I even said anything to him, like we both agreed, just the consistency. And he basically told me when you have the same directors or producers or writers and staff, people on cast, you can keep that because it's like it never left. I love it because it's true events. Everybody, you can tell they know each other. It's not chemistry, man.
It's not
acting, yeah. And the storyline follows from the beginning to now. I loved it because there was no holes in it. There was no holes in it. It's like they're really just continuing the story. So anybody who hasn't watched it, you will binge it. Everybody has binged it. If you watch the first one, it's a free episode on what's that, Peacock?
Yeah.
And then you got to get the premium to watch it. But it was really dope. I just had to say something about it because you don't see many movies with sequels and trilogies, and they're keeping the energy, they're keeping it consistent. You know what I'm saying? This is a really dope, continuance.
Yeah, no, they're about to come with a lot of stuff. They're about to finish the next season of Fresh Prince on Peacock, and then they just announced they're gonna
that shit was dope.
A new Blade.
Man, I keep forgetting this guy's name, but is it the dude from Moonlight and all that? I think so.
Oh no, but I know for sure that they're coming out with a new Blade, and it's gonna be huge, for comic book readers and everybody. It's been years since that.
I mean, we spoke about Blade, saving, the whole entity. So it's about time to put money back into it. I was watching the NBA this past weekend and came to mind. Do you think the NBA, even Kurt Shalon, do you guys think the NBA is still fun? And I ask that because with everybody scoring 50, 60, and 70, is it still a competitive league, or is it just set up, for scores in games to run up? What you guys think? Everybody.
It's competitive, but the climate has definitely changed.
Yeah.
Back like when it was the Kobe, LeBron,
Yeah.
or the Celtics versus Lakers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Now everybody has at least 3 superstars.
Everybody got a bag.
Yeah.
Everybody got a bag. Okay, I hear you, Kurt.
At this point, it just seems hella recreational until you get to the playoffs.
That's perfect. It seems like it's a run and shoot. It really seems recreational, just balling, then playoffs when it's lock in. Let's play system ball. Let's do what we got to do.
That's what I want to see year round. I mean, it's when people was getting hit hard and it was really aggressive because, you had to fight for every point. You had to fight for every rebound. This is hella leisure. Like, it's hella laid back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always talked about, certain people in the NBA not having defense. Well, nobody really plays defense. That's why when people do, they stand out. Nobody plays defense in the NBA. And you can see it. It goes from college being hella competitive and playing defense to you get NBA. And it's like, you're looking at them like, damn, you chilling right now, which I understand you're already getting paid or whatever. But at the same time, when it comes to the showmanship of the game, you got to keep the competitive up. You got to keep the competitiveness up. You got to make sure that people are still intrigued. And in basketball, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere in the world. So it's people working hard everywhere and trying to improve.
And that's what I was going to say. Don't get me wrong. Like, athletes change. The basketball players of today are not like the basketball players of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though 90s was the dope era, rough era. But I think that the way the game is going, like, come on now, no disrespect to Spider, but he was 11 points away from breaking Kobe, from beating Kobe's 81 points. He scored 71 points. There's not a day you would tell me that Kobe would have, lost his record or whatever to somebody, you know what I'm saying? He don't have I think Wilt got the highest, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't believe you told me he would score that many points, so who's going to be next? Luka is averaging like 40, 50. He scored 60.
He's going crazy.
I think 50, 36, 37, 42. Like, so who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the NBA going to change rules to where it goes more defense, where you have to run like a scheme or plays, or is it just about to be willy-nilly? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I'm more of a football guy anyway, but I just miss where it just it's just not basketballing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Strategic.
Yeah.
Like, you know who has superpowers, and you know who's using them and how they're going to use them. And just like Kurt said, like it's the Monstars. You got at least four crazy hoopers on your team. There's 4 people in there who's might got all-star capabilities. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no lie. It's just everybody's like that now, and they have all these power teams and powerhouses they're building. It just is kind of watered down, but it's because we make that sport. It's gonna always reign supreme within our community and others.
No, it is.
We are the Alpha and the Omega, but as far as being Black people, we make up. I can't chop the percentage, but if you Google it, I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be higher than 50.
And they keep giving the MVPs to some guy from across the pond.
From Huddersfield.
You would. But you're wrong for that. But also I want to give a shout out to Kyrie. I want to give a shout out to Kyrie Irving. He's back balling. They try to blackball him out the
back
league,
on his nuts.
Believe in. He's a relentless, philanthropist. He gives. And also Nike did drop him. And he's entertaining, signing with, with Black, sneaker makers and creators. But he's just out here balling. He's balling regardless, and I admire that. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood on what he believes. So many people, so many NBA players like, man, I don't want no shot.
And fold, yeah.
And 2 weeks later, it was like, gotta get back in the, can't be dead, and Kyrie was like, nah, man. Nah, for real. Like, I love, like, Kyrie's my favorite. Under Jordan, Kyrie's my favorite basketball player now. Like, he is. Like, I believe in standing, like, standing on, if you don't stand for anything, bro, you're toast. He stood on what he believed in. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody agrees with what he did. I'm not agreeing with everything he did, but as far as in that public eye, the scrutiny, the pressure of a $1 trillion company, you know what I'm saying? You didn't falter, So big shout out to him because he's back and he's balling. I think the Nets got the best record in the league. They on a 12-game streak or something. Like, come on now, stop playing. So,
I got to tune in. I'm not even hip chocolate chip.
Nah, bro, no, he's back there balling. It's not a coincidence. I think they're like 18-3 since he's been back or something. Okay, that's the record or something like that. Yeah. But speaking of sports and basketball, this chump Skip,
man, Ronell's
and this is from earlier. Yeah. From Damar Hamlin. The hit. Monday Night Football, and he tweeted a really. Some people say they didn't see the problem in it. I saw tastelessness of him speaking of it. Basically, he spoke on, the NFL canceling the game with the severity of the game, being late in the season, everybody vying for playoff seeding and pushes. And, he wasn't saying don't cancel the game, but basically he was questioning why would they, And to me, it was a spit in the face because we watched the man die on the field, basically. And they brought him back, for you to, if countless entertainers, analysts, coaches, players are saying, call the game. JJ Watt was like, call the game. Like, Tom Brady was like, there's no more important in his life.
What are we talking
like,
about?
call the game, So I've been losing it for Skip, but that just drove me crazy because it's like, who do you really care about?
Like, Skip was he's been hating Uncle Shan, man, and he's had takes that I've been like, you're just he one of them white boys, just strap it down. He one of them white dudes that you're in a culture that you can blend, but really don't understand when you explain stuff. It's it's stupid. Just like with this situation, and then what made it worse, you say you're not going to erase the tweet, you're not going to recant what you said. And what you don't understand is it's such a sensitive time in history. He's going to have so many issues for a long time with people, whether it be just people like us consuming, looking, or people whose working with him or above him who's like, this ain't good for our brand.
And that's my issue.
People don't think about brands. Like, that's not good for any brand.
The NFL canceled the game.
Yeah.
Like the NFL speaking, the NFL, which is bigger than you know what I'm saying? Like, sadly, it's true, is canceling the game. So what makes you, question why they're doing it?
Yeah.
Do you know the NFL to cancel games like that? No. So if they're doing it,
Play through thunderstorms.
yeah,
So,
so 6 feet of snow, they don't care. But from the cancel it, it means, it's something very serious. And I feel like he didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye, when he spoke in Bush, he didn't care,
Skip Say Less. That's your name now.
Skip Say Less.
Man. You guys just say less, bro. I don't know why you said that. Then you should not recant it when there's a billion people against you, and you are a person that's supposed to the public. You're supposed to cater to the public and serve the people, with media and news they can use. And right now, I'm pretty sure everybody's against you. So, I mean, it's just another white boy that's just, filling his O's. I ain't got to say, I don't have to apologize. I don't have to say nothing.
I mean, but everybody's entitled to their opinion, how they feel. I just feel like he's on a platform where he should take it a little more serious and, watch his words a little bit. Everybody's entitled to how they feel. But there's certain times where there's stuff I want to say. Not the right place, not the right time.
You say whatever you want, man.
I do, but there's some stuff, There's some, come on now, you're on live TV, and I would like condolences to the family, prayers up. I couldn't imagine that. That's my son,
yeah,
brother, family. So he was just tasteless with that, and I could never respect that.
Yeah.
So I just want to speak on that right quick because that
because tying your so tight,
because because Uncle Shannon couldn't say anything. Because Uncle Shannon couldn't say nothing. He you can see it in his face and his motions how he felt, but he couldn't say nothing. So I'm saying it for him.
They'll end up beating the brakes off of him in that studio. They're gonna get them guys away from each other in a minute, dog. Uncle Shannon, man, he's not happy with him ever since that Tom Brady stuff. When he's not. Him saying, so what? You went to you're Hall of Famer. Like, you never seen Uncle Shannon messed up? He was messed up. He had him completely effed up.
He said, Skip, did you average 1.4 points in high school? He said, that's beside the point. I know.
Yeah, but yeah, Skip, you're out of there. So Skip Say Less, man. Go F yourself.
Screw you. Yeah. Any businesses, anybody you want to give a shout out? Any, entrepreneurs?
Shout out me, Rare Entertainment, because they forgot about me. And in the fourth quarter, they called my name and I came through. You know what I'm talking about?
I came through.
Rare Entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
No, when they got the ball, they don't pass it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm really shouting myself out because, when you do something for so long and you have such a good track record and you treat people good when it don't come back, it's like, you want to be down in it, but you just got to keep going. And that's why I love when it's like our time, it's our time.
Oh, yeah, the time was turn.
I'm shouting myself out. R-A-R-E, Ronald and Rondell Entertainment. It's rare, though, because we've been doing this.
This guy's insane. I was going to give a shout out to Rachel, the owner of Club Mint. And I want to give her a shout out because in a city where they don't care about, urban music, urban entertainment, hip hop nights, she's kept her doors open for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When so many clubs who love our money, love how we spend, or shun us, or the triggers in and come into their hip hop night and play 40 songs of techno. How many times I heard Black and Yellow with the I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give a shout out to put your hands up. Single ladies, man, they start 10 seconds of 80 BPM, then go up to 200. You're like, what? But I want to give a shout out to Rachel because she's given us the space. And she doesn't have to, and she's fought the city. She's fought, ordinance where they're like, we don't want, basically those people there, or
Negroes.
Yeah, those darkies. No, seriously. So shout out to Rachel for holding us down and not, and not letting them push her around, especially because she could have easily. Owners like, oh, this is not worth it.
You guys are not worth it.
Oh God! So shout out to her for holding us down and give us a spot to do our thing at.
Yep. Other than that, man, what's going on with this Black love stuff here at Converge?
Oh man, well we're gonna be having some special guests talking about some Black love. You know what I'm saying? Some generational love. Some tough love.
Man, it don't matter
some real love.
You are, man, as long as you're Black and in love or one.
I'm in love with Black. Shoot, okay. I just said I don't know who invented marriage. It's like no, I'm just playing.
All right, man.
Nah.
Seriously, we're gonna do stuff on our show as well. So if you want to come on, just hit up me or bro on any of our socials or tap in with Converge. We know a lot of people follow the platform. So just check us out, man. And it's been episode what?
37. We're going to be announcing Deontay's show for the Love of Deontay. It's coming February. If you want to sign up for the casting, let me know. I'm doing casting. We're going to make it happen. Episode 37. Watch out for us. Converge Media. Factorz TV.
When the blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. When the blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop.